Hi guys, let's go and check out Celebrities Who Lost It on live TV.
Sometimes, celebrities reach their breaking point during interviews and completely lose it on live TV. Backstage at many talk shows, it's common for guests and hosts to share a few drinks and build rapport before going on air. However, it was clear from the start that Mark Wahlberg might have had a few too many before his appearance.
Why would you allow people to drink?
Yeah, like, this is so unprofessional, drinking and going on an interview that you know that everybody will be watching. It will be everywhere. Why you do this to yourself and to your career?
Alcohol and come on a show.
His appearance.
Why would you allow people to drink alcohol and come on a show?
Oh, it's a part of the show. It's a part of the okay.
What's going on here?
Social. That's a social thing.
I don't drink.
No, it's a recipe for disaster.
And well, Mark perfectly predicted how the interview was going to go when he completely took over Graham's role and made the other guests a bit uncomfortable.
I heard he's good at voices, so if he's good at voices...
Dude, drinking one champagne or something will not get you this drunk. The problem is that you probably have a drinking issue and you had backstage while waiting a lot of drinks and you were just Xing them waiting. You know, like, that is the problem. Because even him being sitting there, like, it would take a bit longer for him to get to that level of drunkenness while drinking.
Voices, I want to do I want to challenge you.
Oh, shit.
I want to challenge you to a big contest.
I do.
My dad had a retail store, a discount women's clothing store called Crazy Sophie's Factory Outlet.
It smells so good.
It's funny though.
Sarah Silverman
That's
wasn't
funny.
the only one who got extra attention from Mark. He also focused on Graham, who enjoyed the affection, but grew a bit frustrated when he couldn't control the pace of the show.
I mean, it's a funny bit, you know. It doesn't matter if it didn't go the way he planned it. It's still funny. Like, he's not really exposing anyone or swearing or ruining stuff around.
This is so inappropriate.
That's wrong.
Eventually, Mark dozed off and later apologized. He's since returned to the show many times. When Mike Tyson is in training camp, he gets into a mindset that can be pretty intimidating. Joe Rogan felt this firsthand, having to cut his laughter short during an interview.
Yeah, no, anybody, the right person needs to tell it to me, too.
Who the fuck's gonna say that to
Well,
you?
they do. Hey. I listen. I was.
And that's not the only time it happened after Joe thought it was okay to laugh at Mike's story of getting injured while filming a video.
I did that video and I was in bed for a week. That was 30 seconds and I was in bed for a week. And it's not funny because it made me realize that this is big boy.
Oh my God, when Joe, like, he is laughing, like, he's being an entertainer there. It's his job to, like, make it sound like, hey, if you are gonna make a joke, like, I should be laughing at it. I'm not gonna be serious even if it's not funny. That's the polite thing to do. Plus, he's the host. And then when he says that he ruined it because the guy is not being funny, he's actually being serious. I feel like he's literally swallowing there really hard. Like, you know?
While MGK was on the Forbes 30 Under 30 event livestream, a fan ran up to the stage trying to meet the rapper.
That's the same thing with the 27 Club.
Oh, yeah,
That's
I know
like,
this one. He
no, man,
always
get
is a
away from
problem.
me.
Look.
I got you, man.
yo, what are you doing? What are you doing? This is a bad look. Don't make me do this. Don't make me.
Despite some fans finding him a little hostile, many people acknowledge he was startled by the fan.
You handled that.
No. Okay, like, even though this is not the first interview, he does this all the time. He doesn't like a question, he starts roasting and leaves. He's such an egotistical piece of poop.
Amazingly, by the way.
I don't
Okay,
like him.
Katy Perry didn't lose her cool on this one, but the interviewer was shocked at the core when she answered the question so honestly.
When I was a kid, you know, I didn't really go to the dentist a lot, and I didn't really go to the doctor, and then when I finally went, they were like, you might as well just get like a whole new set of teeth.
Why didn't you go to the dentist?
I was poor.
Oh.
Next question!
Jim Carrey reached the top of Hollywood only to find it all meaningless. So when he appeared at the New York Fashion Show, viewers were split on whether he lost his cool on live TV or simply refused to put on a character.
Any of this, so I wanted to find the most meaningless thing that I could come to and join, and here I am.
At one point, the host tried to argue about the meaning of it all, but Jim Carrey just doubled down.
Celebrating icons inside.
Celebrating icons, boy, that is just the absolute lowest aiming, you know, possibility that we.
He is 100% right. Bro, I back him up here. Like, Jim Carrey is amazing, and he's calling it out right now.
We could come up with.
For the BET Awards, Rihanna wanted to throw money at the crowd in her performance, but the executives were not allowing it since they thought people would start fighting trying to grab it. So she savagely threw the money at an executive before getting on stage.
That's true. That I don't think it's wrong that they said what they said. They are, at the end of the day, if somebody gets hurt, Rihanna's not going to be responsible. The people, the hosts are going to be responsible. The company is going to be responsible, and they don't want to deal with that. I mean, there are chairs, people are sitting. It's not like they can freely walk around. Even if they can stomp on each other. Somebody can fall down. It's money. People will kill each other for money. So you don't know. Maybe someone there really needs it, and they will do whatever is necessary. Nah. If you want to do a charity cause, like, not like this.
In an extremely awkward interview on the Andy Cohen show, Michael Rapaport was invited as a guest at the same time Kenya Moore from Real Housewives was on. Michael had been doing a lot of trash talking on Twitter prior to meeting her, and one can feel the tension through the screen.
You've gotten better.
Well,
but you are a villain.
Michael, I don't need you to tell me what I am or am not.
On the show.
I appreciate you being a fan, though. Thank you for watching. Keep the cable on.
But
a new job would help with that.
Oh, Kenya, please, Kenya, you wish you were me, Kenya.
A middle-aged fat white guy.
Even though they kept it very friendly and in a joking manner, Michael did not like the comment about not currently being employed. Russell Brand put on a masterclass on how to handle interviewers throwing
Not him. We are not gonna be talking about him, brother.
shade at you on live TV. Throughout the interview, the host referred to him in the third person as he wasn't there, and would not put an effort to understand his accent.
Laughing in the audience of the radio, I'm like, I have no idea what he's
It's best you focus on your driving, Brian. You're a man, you don't want to be distracted by humour. You might crash into a pedestrian.
So it's a good thing.
I think it's probably for the best.
I think I'm just this is my first
brand experience.
Yeah. I think it's not listening to him. It's experience. It's just sort of taking it all in.
You are talking about me as if I'm not here and as if I'm an extraterrestrial. You know I'm from a country that's near to you.
Window dummy. We're just sort of admiring the whole, it's the whole thing, isn't it?
Well, thank you for your casual objectification.
It's an experience.
Despite the interviewers putting on some awkward faces making the guest feel unwelcomed, Russell kept a smile in his charming persona. But when he was disrespected once again by the host by calling him the wrong name and talking about him once again in third person, he started getting upset.
Do you do therapy with Willy Brandt?
With who?
Willy Brandt. Would you do therapy with him?
I don't think.
Because that's where he's heading.
Okay. I'm all right.
You shouldn't say he when a person is present. You should refer to the person by their name. That's basic good manners.
That is where Willy is heading.
Who is Willy?
I don't know. Okay, Russell Brand.
Is this what you all do for a living?
Yes.
Okay, but I'm here
professional.
Okay, well, let me help you. I'm here to promote a tour called Messiah Complex. It's here for the people of America.
Matthew McConaughey has mentioned that he has some political aspirations in the state of Texas. But when Matthew McConaughey sat with The View to promote his children's book debut, he wasn't expecting the interview to all of a sudden get political. When they mentioned the vax status of one of his close friends, Novak Djokovic.
Isn't he an anti-vaxxer? I believe
an anti-vaxxer?
I believe so, yeah.
Oh my God.
Way to bring it down. But you were in every shot.
While McConaughey was able to brush off the question, the politics questions didn't stop there when they asked him about his stance on gun laws.
Do you think he could get elected in Texas being anti-gun?
Do I think I could get elected in Texas being anti-gun? One thing about if me in politics is to give you a direct statement right there is me playing a game that I'm not interested in playing.
Okay.
To give you a direct statement right there.
Okay, this is probably the craziest celebrity interview aired on Canadian live television, in which Ben Affleck seemed to be a little too touchy with the reporter.
Usually show a lot more cleavage.
Yeah, he drank. He always had a drinking problem. Now worse than ever, but you can see the signs were there, J-Lo.
Yes, what's the story? Why are you covering it up today?
Well, it's Sunday morning.
It's Sunday morning.
Despite this over decade-old interview recently going viral, and a lot of outlets claiming Ben Affleck was in the wrong, the host Anne-Marie came out to say they were messing around for the camera, and Ben Affleck was extremely respectful when the cameras were not rolling.
That interview and many more there on a show I was producing actually. So again, not a lot of victims. Strictly for the cameras, while the cameras were on. While they were off, he was actually very proper.
Don Lemon and Elon Musk sat down for an interview that was supposed to mark the launch of a partnership with X and the Don Lemon Show. But instead, the interview got very heated, and the partnership was called off. The most heated part of the interviews started when Don Lemon argued that advertisers were leaving X because of Elon Musk's moderation of the platform, to which Elon disagreed.
So you said if they kill the company, it's them, but doesn't the buck stop with you? I mean, you're...
Don, choose your question carefully. There's 5 minutes left.
Okay, but so...
Is this the question you want to ask?
The same question is, you said that they are killing the company, but you're the head of the company. The buck doesn't stop with you?
I acquired X in order to preserve freedom of speech in America, the First Amendment. And I'm going to stick to that. And if that means making less money, so be it.
Don Lemon was asking very tough questions throughout the interview, but noticing the tension in the room, Don Lemon straight up asked him if he was upset.
Why would that question upset you? You seem upset by it, are you?
I think you...
And I'm not trying to upset you.
Well, you are upsetting me because the way you're phrasing the questions, I think, is not cogent.
They always like to do that.
It's not what?
Not cogent.
Cogent.
Yes.
Go ahead. Listen, honestly, I'm not meaning to offend you. You're an intense person. Where does that intensity come from?
I don't want to offend you, but do you have some like personal mental issues that you want to discuss? Is it childhood problem, something like that? What answer do you expect here? That's so mean.
I was born that way. And I had a tough childhood.
Like literally the only thing that he can say, it's his childhood, and of course he just made him admit it. Like even if he didn't want to say it and you see he didn't want to talk about it, he just made him admit it. It is so mean. If people don't want to talk about these things, don't force it for the views.
You did?
So, yeah.
How so?
Dude!
Right, Walter Isaacson goes into it in the book, and we only have a couple minutes left, so...
At the Brits Award, Adele gave the middle finger after she was being cut off by the producers because her acceptance speech was going on for a little too long.
The room with all of you.
I'm so sorry. And I can't believe I'm about to cut
me off.
I'm so sorry.
Can I just say then, goodbye, and I'll see you next time round, yeah?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Blur!
Sam the cooking...
Why would you do that, man? Why would you, like, just have less ads? Less ad breaks, have like I do make it just a couple of minutes longer. I mean, I do understand if it is broadcasted on a TV program, then they have limit and they need to follow the time, but cut the credits shorter. Just don't cut Adele.
Guy gave everyone a surprise when he told the host.
Or, for example, how about this? Whoever is hosting, make one less joke for your next presentation or whatever. Work around it. Don't cut Adele. Work backstage to fix that thing.
To be quiet.
I'm making a tuna.
Tuna's the second thing we have in our house.
Can I talk? I watch the show every day. Everybody has issues with a lot of chatter back here. Pay attention 1 minute. Geez, I can hear the crew back there going, this guy, it's his last day here for sure.
They've been around a long time because they don't talk to us like that.
Can I point something out?
Tom Cruise sat down for an interview with 60 Minutes, Australia, to promote his movie War of the Worlds. And it went so bad he even rejected the interviewer from attending the red carpet of Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning 20 years later. The interview started going completely downhill when Peter Overton...
Talk about grudge and holding one. Wow.
Asked about his ex-wife Nicole Kidman.
Was Nicole the love of your life?
What do you mean, Peter?
You were married for 10 years.
Listen, we raised children.
But he really got angry when he was asked about parenting with his ex.
And do you have a relationship where you talk, it's a parenting relationship, and talk professionally about each other's work?
Listen, here's the thing, Peter. Yeah. You're stepping over a line now. You're stepping over a line. You know you are.
Well, I suppose they're questions that people want to know.
Peter, you want to know. Take responsibility for what you want to know. Don't say what other people. This is a conversation that I'm having with you right now.
You're right.
I mean, maybe there are some people who were interested in your professional relationship with Nicole. Maybe they were still wanting you to be together. So if they have an idea that you are still communicating, maybe some sparks gonna happen again and they will see you together again. Like, this is the thing about celebrities, unfortunately, like, and famous people. Back in the day before social media, people were interested in every bits and pieces of their life. You know, now we have extra of those on Instagram and TikTok and whatnot. So we are not really that interested because we realize their life is the same as ours. However, back in the day, there was like this mysterious thing where we want to just figure out how do they live their life, how is their relationship, how they are co-parenting, how is like divorce, is it the same thing? You know, like this is the type of things that people were interested in. So I don't think that the interviewer was stepping a lot. I feel like he probably worked more with reality show stars than people like Tom Cruise and movie stars. So his questions maybe were valid for other people, but not for Tom.
Okay, so I'm just telling you right now, okay? Just put your manners back in.
A comedian and actor ended up facing criminal charges and a hefty fine after appearing on The Jay Leno Show. In 1994, Bobcat Goldthwait set the guest chair on fire as a joke, leading to his conviction as an arsonist.
Then what else? I think, well, it is sweeps, and I love Jay very much, and I thought, well, what if I don't know, what if I set his furniture on fire? No, don't set that on fire. Now you have to sit in this. Now sit down, sit down. Sit down, sit down. I'm not sitting in it. Sit in that chair. You know, Jay, I'm no stranger to sitting in gas.
Surprisingly, Jay Leno kept his cool, despite his face showing he was a little annoyed by it. Dwayne Johnson.
How do you keep your cool? I would kick him out.
Has topped the Forbes list of
you could literally burn the other star next to him.
Highest paid actors for face showing he was a little annoyed by it. Dwayne Johnson has topped the Forbes list of highest paid actors 4 times, with career earnings well over $800 million. So when a reporter excessively congratulated Dwayne on buying his mom a house, Kevin Hart lost it.
Also just recently bought your mom a house?
I did.
That like makes me want to cry.
Yeah, no way.
God, this woman is so fake. Is it just me? Like the way she speaks and stuff. Like I do understand some women like have to fake it to look more feminine or something. Like they like to do that, but it's so obvious fake. That's not her voice. That's not her mannerism. This is not how she speaks. Especially if you hear this.
No way. I gotta get
that laugh.
Makes me want to cry.
Yeah, no way.
Like that is the laugh she had, okay? But the voice she's speaking, like, brother, we know you don't talk like that, okay? If that is your laugh, that's not how you speak.
No way. I did.
That like makes me want to cry.
Yeah, no way. No way. I gotta get
$1 billion later.
It's about time.
$1 billion later, he finally bought his mama a house. All right, should we clap for that? Or, I think the whole room right now is thinking the same thing.
Wait.
It's about.
Jerry Seinfeld took pride in ending a show at the peak of its popularity, before it could diminish in quality and legacy. So when Larry King alluded to the show being canceled by the network, Seinfeld lost it.
You gave it up, right?
I did.
They didn't cancel it.
Bruh, Seinfeld is the richest actor in the world. At least that's what I heard. I need to check it again. He's one of the richest, if not the richest. Because he knew what he was doing with his show. He took a percentage and decided to like work on that instead of taking like a one-time payment. And the show is still like producing money. So as long as the show produces, he will always have his pockets full. So of course he ended the show earlier and he didn't care because that's it for him. It doesn't matter how many seasons he will make.
You canceled them.
He was ready.
You're not aware of this?
No, I'm asking you.
You think I got canceled? Are you under the impression that I got canceled?
How dare you ask
I thought that was pretty well documented. Is this still CNN?
Don't most shows go down a little?
Most people do also. But, yeah, no, I went off the air. I was the #1 show on television, Larry. Do you know who I am?
Jewish guy, Brooklyn.
Yes.
Okay.
75 million viewers last episode.
What, you don't take it so bad.
Ironically, this interview felt like a tense scene straight out of a Tarantino script. The reporter seemed more interested in interrogating Tarantino than asking genuine questions, and it wasn't long before Tarantino snapped.
It's okay to go into a movie and enjoy the violence.
Yeah, well, it's a movie. It's a fantasy. It's a fantasy. It's not real life. It's a fantasy.
Oh my God, can somebody make this a meme whenever we are talking about modern representation in entertainment business? It's a fantasy. It's not real life. It's not a representation of real life. It's fantasy. Like, I want this as a meme.
So you go and you watch, you watch a kung fu movie, and one guy takes on 100 people in a restaurant. That's fun.
But why are you so sure that there's no link between enjoying movie violence and enjoying real violence?
Seriously, we're gonna ask him.
I'm gonna tell you why I'm so sure. Do not ask me a question like that. I'm not biting. I refuse your question.
Why?
Because I refuse your question. I'm not your slave and you're not my master. You can't make me dance to your tune. I'm not a monkey.
I can't make you answer anything. I'm asking you interesting questions.
And I'm saying...
That question is actually not even interesting. It's dumb because there is no answer to that. It's like saying, but you are watching movies with murder, so what is the difference between that and you going and killing someone? Seriously? Like, in fantasy and entertainment and enjoying watching such movies and action movies doesn't mean that you're gonna go and do those things. This is so dumb. Such a dumb idea.
And I'm saying I refuse.
Okay, well, no, I was just asking you why. That's fine.
Tarantino reacted very well to questions. Yeah. And it was not the first time he was asked a similar question. And he stands on his beliefs that movies are an art form and separate from reality.
Which is that there's no relationship. And
yes.
Agreed.
But you haven't said why you think there's no relationship.
It's none of your damn business what I think about that.
Well, it's my job to ask you why you think that.
And I'm
you're very
saying
influential.
no.
Gordon Ramsay is
Doesn't want
usually
to
very
answer.
kind and keeps his cool outside the kitchen.
Okay, outside of the kitchen. Sorry, I didn't hear that one.
But on the Today Show, he started getting visibly worked up and eventually walked out of the live interview.
Apparently you were looking quite a bit younger. They were saying that you'd had Botox. Has the US affected you like that?
Yeah, now, you're a smart girl, right? I saw you first thing this morning. Honestly, I got my 6 o'clock rise, straight up. Now, do you actually think I've had Botox? Do you think I need my money back? I mean, are you stupid?
Does he look like he's had Botox, Lisa?
Botox? Can you stop fucking around?
He looks very healthy. I don't know which way he's going to take that. He's gone.
Blake Lively and an interviewer had a rough start when the interviewer congratulated her on her baby bump since she was pregnant. But instead of saying thank you, she fired back.
First of all, congrats on your little bump.
Congrats on your little bump.
What about my bump?
Apparently, Blake wasn't done there. She then tried to make it seem like the interviewer asked a sexist question when she didn't, and completely ignored she was there.
Did you guys love wearing those kind of clothes that you...
Yeah.
I don't like her. She gives me this vibe. I love Ryan Reynolds, but her, Blake Lively, I never really liked her. Not even in the Gossip Girls. I love the series, but her, I don't know. There's this ick feeling. I cannot explain it. I don't think she did anything really like wrong for me not to like her. Just this feeling, you know. With all interviews that I have seen her, especially promoting her latest movie, and like hearing all of these things, I'm like, yeah, it's not my thing.
You know, working in Everyone digital. wants to talk about the clothes, but I wonder if they would ask the men about the clothes.
I would.
I love Jesse's suits and how
That's what I'm saying.
he
His wardrobe, like they are literally talking about. She got offended that the woman asked her about the clothes she's wearing. This is funny. This
was beautiful. I know. Corey's wardrobe was gorgeous. Those high-waisted pants.
He's so great.
I wish men wore high-waisted pants like that still.
Whoopi Goldberg has famously said that she sometimes has to pass gas during live TV.
Out and in. If you can't handle a fart, you can't handle me.
And while flatulence is completely normal, during a hot topic debate during The View, the show was completely interrupted, and another host had to get up.
Something into my skin that's gonna make...
Excuse me?
Yeah, whoa.
Breakfast burrito. Hold on for a minute.
Oh my God. She was fun.
It's no secret Joe Rogan has an extensive MMA background, so when Dave Portnoy started commenting that Tommy Fury, the brother of former heavyweight champion Tyson Fury, isn't a real boxer, he kinda snapped, especially while showing him video evidence.
Dude, you're crazy if you don't think Tommy Fury's a boxer. Look at that uppercut! Shut the f up, dude.
No.
Shut the f up. Watch this.
Find the Tommy Fury. Find the Tommy Fury fight on the Jake card.
Shut the fuck
this
up.
This guy cannot.
Please shut the f up and watch this. Watch what he's doing. This mother is 100% a boxer.
Can you find me the record of
Volkanovski's? This. Stop. Watch this. Watch this. Look at this. Look at this.
What is
this
that?
Guy's a boxer,
That
man.
doesn't prove anything. Find me the...
I'm sorry, that looks like a boxer. I'm not an expert, okay? But that looks like someone who actually knows how to box. Also, like, there's a reason I'm wearing those.
record of
Just look at
Bonkiansky.
this. Just
Not
look
because
at
I'm
what
a
he's
boxer.
doing. I don't give a shit. Look at the way he's delivering these combinations. He's 100% a boxer.
No.
Dude, you're high. You're
No.
Look at that
Maybe
right
on a
hand.
cigar.
During a fundraiser for victims of Hurricane Katrina,
Bruh,
Kanye...
you can literally show them the proof. You can literally be in front of their eyes and they will still not believe. That's how dumb some people are.
West went completely off script and criticized the then president of the United States, and the camera immediately cut to Chris Tucker.
Louisiana and Mississippi may end up being the most tragic loss of all.
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
Please call.
In the past few days,
George W. Bush did end up responding to Kanye's comments on an interview with Matt Lauer.
I introduced Kanye West. Were you watching?
Nope.
You remember what he said?
Yes, I do. He called me a racist.
Well, what he said was George Bush doesn't care about black people.
That says he's a racist. And I didn't appreciate it then, and I don't appreciate it now. It's one thing to say, you know, I don't appreciate the way he's handled his business. It's another thing to say this man's a racist. I resent it. It's not true. And it was one of the most disgusting moments of my presidency.
Things got intense when Naomi Campbell was asked about the blood diamonds she received from Liberia's former president, Charles Taylor, who had traded them with rebel groups in West Africa for weapons used in their civil war.
You received a diamond from Charles.
I didn't receive a diamond, and I'm not going to speak about that. Thank you very much. And I'm not here for that.
Well, we've been told that you didn't help the prosecution sort of in this very important case.
Sorry. Thank you so much. Goodbye.
And well, she denied it in the interview. But later under oath at Charles Taylor's war crimes trial, Naomi admitted she did receive the diamonds.
When I was sleeping, I had a knock at my door, and I opened my door, and two men were there and gave me a pouch and said, "A gift for you."
Lawrence Fishburne is a 3-time Emmy Award winner and has been in some of the most watched franchises such as The Matrix and John Wick, and also starred in the 2014 Super Bowl Kia commercial. So when Samuel L. Jackson was a guest on KTLA Morning Show and the host got him confused with Fishburne, he understandably flipped.
Did you get a lot of reaction to that Super Bowl commercial?
What Super Bowl commercial?
Oh, you know what? I've admit my mistake.
See, you're as crazy as the people on Twitter.
Right.
I'm not Lawrence Fishburne. We don't all look alike.
Floggy, you're exactly
We may be all black and famous.
Oh, black and famous, we don't all look alike. They just called him a racist.
We all don't look alike. I am guilty.
Next question.
I am guilty. He thought you were Bob Dylan. Right. That's right.
You're the entertainment reporter.
I know. I've done
You're
them
the
all.
entertainment reporter
Right.
for this station.
Flog.
And you don't know the difference between me and Lawrence Fishburne?
My mistake. My mistake.
The reporter was very embarrassed and later issued another apology. Jackson handled it perfectly with just the right amount of teasing. He didn't let it slide, but he also didn't get too upset.
I'm the what's in your wallet black guy.
Okay.
He's the car black guy.
There it is.
Morgan Freeman is the other credit card black guy. You only hear his voice though, so you probably won't confuse him with Lawrence Fishburne.
Johnny Depp is typically reserved during interviews, rarely showing much excitement or elaborating on his answers.
What is your favorite part of your body?
One
why
can see
would you
David
ask
Letterman
that?
struggle with this while interviewing Depp, and it's hilarious to watch.
Opens July 1st, and what are we going to see?
I don't know.
Oh, that's right. What are we going to see here?
I have no idea.
This is a clip here, Johnny.
I have no idea.
No, for God's sake. Like an old-fashioned, I don't know, sloop? Is it a sloop or something? Is it a yacht? Well, I don't know what that is.
I really don't know. It's just a boat.
Yeah.
As far as I
Brad Pitt is one of those rare celebrities who never gets rattled in interviews and has no real beef with anyone in Hollywood. But despite being one of the best actors in the world, you can almost see him break character on Between Two Ferns when Zach Galifianakis ate his gum.
Is it hard for you to maintain a suntan?
Why?
Because you live in your wife's shadow?
sorry.
At a romantic fling that was...
This is the show, though. This is the show.
That was my last piece.
Public, and it got on my
My
nerves.
last piece. I would get up and put my fingers in his mouth and take it away and put it back in my mouth. Like, since actors always share saliva, so it wouldn't be a problem. I would not do it, but if I was Brad Pitt, that's what I should have said at the start. Sheesh. Whew. Okay. That was actually fun. I loved it.